Get in the game.
Give me a break, need another life. Oh, need another life, life. Give me a break, need another life.
Match day 5 of the Women's Super League will see Mike Skinner's Manchester United side take on an out-of-form Arsenal, who are in 10th, in stark contrast to their male counterparts. Mike Skinner's looking for some consistency, but in football, nothing is ever certain. Welcome to Old Trafford for the continuation of the Women's Super League. We are at match day 5. And Manchester United versus Arsenal is our game today. An inconsistent Manchester United side, if you believe the speech. And that's probably about right, to be honest. Sometimes they can go on massive big goal scoring days, and others they could struggle. But here, today, they're facing one of the top guns. Although you wouldn't really look at it looking at the table. Arsenal down in 10th. And very much like the men's side of things, Manchester City not running away with it per se, but still at the top, as they've actually come from kind of nowhere, because as we've said, the Women's Super League has been dominated by the likes of Chelsea and Brighton, coincidentally. I read a somewhat changed side from Mike Skinner today. Rachel Williams, who announced her retirement in the pre-season, is actually starting today. Troy Joyce stays in goal despite maybe some rumblings about maybe Mike Skinner looking at goalkeeping options. And apart from that, Rachel coming in, I think there's no changes at all for Manchester United today. So taking a look at the Arsenal side then, and it is probably, as you would expect, obviously Russo is the player to come in and get some goals today. And it is wet here, but it's nowhere near as wet as it was that time one time last season. And look at that formation. A 4-2-4 by the Arsenal manager today. That'll be an interesting story. Let's see how that works out. The Arsenal manager is certainly going for very much all-out striking, and I wonder if that's actually going to been causing the issues Arsenal has been having. I guess we'll find out. But yes, we had a real kind of flood here at Old Trafford last season. It's not that wet, fortunately, so we shouldn't have that problem. But I think that day was kind of like a wake-up call that Old Trafford may need either restructuring. I mean, there's some talk that they could move literally just down the road, and I, as a Manchester United fan and former player myself, would certainly take that. There has been concerns over whether, if they move from Old Trafford, will they be Manchester United anymore. I would certainly take that as an option. Jim Ratcliffe has been kind of proposing that for some time now, since he took over last season. Well, footballing operations anyway. Manchester United is still owned majority by the Glazer family, but Jim Ratcliffe is taking sporting operations, and that is certainly one of the options he's been looking at. Troy Joyce with a good early save. That would be good for her confidence. There's been talk of possibly a new goalkeeper coming in at some point. Apparently there was talk of Mary Epps making a surprising return. I don't think that's going to happen. Or as Manchester United fans would certainly love it to. Here's Goulton with a shot off the post. And that's a signal of intent there from United early on. And yeah, there was talk over Mary Epps making a surprising and sensational return to Old Trafford, but nothing has been confirmed on that note. I don't think it'll happen personally, because Epps really just signed a new contract, and Manchester United certainly wouldn't want a big buyout clause of that one when they just really let her go on. I think it was on a free agent as her contract ran out. So much to ponder for the Arsenal manager so far, only sitting in 10th in the league at the moment. They certainly need a boost, and today might provide it if they can get a win against the champions-elect. But like we said, Manchester United have been rather inconsistent so far in these first 5 games. Struggling to get a real hold on things. Choice for the goal kick. Rachel Williams heading into retirement at season's end. So I wonder if there'll be some movement from Mike Skinner in the winter window to bring in a replacement. Maybe that's the first thing he'll sort out before anybody else. There was talk of Samantha Kerr from Bayern Munich coming in, but there's nothing on that one yet. That might be a winter's move that United make, perhaps. I think that was Russo there with a shot. It was a bit far out. So it's been Manchester City and Chelsea that have been the top 2 in this league so far. Manchester United a little bit behind. But still plenty of time to get things sorted. United just need to be a bit more consistent in the winning column. There's Russo. Another shot there. So as we said, Arsenal going for 4 strikers according to that formation earlier. It's not really like a surprise. I think the 4th striker is more of a surprise than the wingers and central strikers, of course. Well, one person who has been lighting it up for Manchester United, Ella Toone, in this Manchester United side. She's been probably the one bright spark in all the inconsistency. But we say that because Manchester United had a stellar defensive and attacking display against West Ham, but then sort of dropped back a bit. Of course, Maya Letizier's absence will certainly tell for that. George has actually come in today. And it's going to be a 3-month absence with a broken toe, as that seems to be a very common injury with our commentary teams this season. That's what Kai Havertz had suffered in his injury setback. That's for the Arsenal men's team, of course. Here today, we have an Arsenal corner. Little takes it. It's in towards Russo. Trish Joyce getting there first. And Mizawa's come in for her first start of the season as well for Manchester United. There's Madam. Oh, a bit of a step over there, and Ladd had to get there, and she did. Good defending by Hayley Ladd there. Mizawa gets it out for a throw. And takes it. McCarvey comes in. And him again. And put it up there. Maybe struggling to get her foot under it. Obviously the rain might count for that. So we're trying to get it through, but Mabai did well, and now Arsenal could break him. Mabai with a good touch there. She's going to put it in, but Turner going to put it out for a corner. And of course, Letizia and Turner were standouts in a great defensive display against West Ham United in the opening game of the season. That's a good save from Trish Joyce, to be fair. And now Arsenal will take this corner. It's Little again. And Rivera gets there this time. Williamson puts it in towards Russo. She's put it back towards Walty, who shoots. Trish Joyce gathers that one up as well. Here's Ladd. Cooey Cross gets there. Arsenal certain to be definitely slightly the better team, creating more of the chances. Makabe with some step overs. Arsenal toying with them here. Trish Joyce with another good save, to be fair. Well, as we've said before, you can't really blame her. She's got some really big gloves to fill this season after moving on. The club moved on from Mary Ebbs, of course. George heads it away really well. Williamson gets there now. Fox to Ruben Moy here. Multi tackled by Clinton, but Moy gets there. And Blundell has to clear it away. Manchester United captain doing her duties there. Ruben Moy gets the ball. And took Galton with her. I think it's a foul. So Letitia will certainly be a big miss. She probably won't be back until after the winter break. And here is Rousseau. Joyce comes out. And what's going to happen here? She's going to come out again, and she's just about going to get there. That was a very, very risky manoeuvre there. Joyce probably should have got back on her line, but she gathered it up. And now United bomb forward with Blundell and immediately shut down there by Walty, but it is a United throw. And Blundell's found two in a lot of space. And Zinzenberger comes out and gathers that one up. Williamson, the Arsenal captain. Oh, nice ping pong play here from Arsenal. It's like the invincible years. Or the year, so to speak. It was the stylish Arsenal years, you could say, on the men's side. Rousseau, good save. What a keeper again. Troyes Joyce doing well in this first 27 minutes as Manchester United try to soak up the pressure. Arsenal certainly in the ascendancy right now. I think they've got a free kick. The man will take. Ruben Moy finds Little. And Little has gone through and Joyce saves it. And the ball has come out. And Joyce finally clears it. And that first initial save wasn't all very convincing, was it? It almost took a hit off the post. And Arsenal are really reining it in now. This is the best they've looked all season so far. Quite unusual since the men's team has gone from strength to strength, beating Newcastle United in our last coverage. That's Arsenal's women's team sitting in 10th right now. But certainly playing the better side today. Toon, I think she took a bit of a heavy touch there, but Mazau has backed her up. But immediately McCabe came for it. Turner. And she lived dangerously there because Russo was right on it. And Little's almost got there as well. And there's not a clearance by George. And Little's away. And George immediately atones for it. Great challenge. But she looked a bit uncomfortable there for a moment. United just not able to deal with this heavily pressing attack right now, which I think was a cause of concern against Brighton, I think it was. And now here's Russo. And George is there. And Arsenal just continuing to press and push forward. And there's nothing United can do right now. Now that Little has the ball and it's out for a corner. And this relentless pressure is starting to tell. Mistakes creeping in. And Arsenal just continuing to pile on the pressure. They need to do it. A win here would go a long way. Here is Palova. Palova putting the ball in. Williams having to clear it. Rachel Williams, the striker, is having to clear it. But Arsenal still have it with Little here. Now Rousseau. And blocked away by Turner. And Little takes another shot. And Troyes Joyce does well again. But oh, they give the ball away again. That's Troyes Joyce with a mistake. Now Palova. United are all over the place. And Palova's got to score here. Surely she does. And it's a goal. And Manchester United just absolutely all over the place. And the pressure is told. And Arsenal take the lead. A very deserved lead at that. Well, this all started with Troyes Joyce throwing the ball out. And Manchester United was not able to deal with it. And, well, you probably could argue that maybe Troyes Joyce should be saving it. But, at the end of the day, It's all United's players that were just all over the pitch and just no idea. There was no cohesion. And Palova has made them punish them for it. It's a 1-goal lead to Arsenal. They've not looked all at it this season, but that will do very nicely. Arsenal with a very well-deserved 1-goal lead. Well, that might kick United into a higher gear. You could argue that maybe it shouldn't take that to do it, but United have looked nowhere in this game so far. There's Walty. And they just aren't able to deal with it. The ping-pong passing and the pressing. This is brilliant from Arsenal, to be fair. Oh. Well, commentator's cursed. I think it was Little that tripped over. You could probably blame the conditions, to be fair. I don't think that was all her fault. Mike Skinner, absolutely livid on the touchline right now. Clinton has come in for her first start this afternoon as well. So there was actually a few changes for United. And none of them are working so far. It has to be said. United looking at their worst they have this season. And this is what we were talking about at the top of the show. The inconsistency that Skinner Shide has shown so far. Ella Toon's been brilliant. And Gese scored a hat-trick in the opening game, but she's not playing today. Manchester United being absolutely played off the park as we come towards the end of the first half. And Arsenal with the ball again. It's Russo. She's gone past George and Turner. Back her up. And here's Clinton. Williamson to McKeving. And look at United just all over the place. It's almost like they don't know who's supposed to go to who. 2 minutes of added on time. And you have to say, Arsenal are very deserving of their 1-0 lead. Zawa. And the pressing from Arsenal, United can't deal with it. Here's Russo. Russo put it in. No, Rivera actually deals with it. And that could have been awful. That pass, but the second pass wasn't so bad, but time has run out. And United looking absolutely shell-shocked and have been blown out of the stadium. Palova scored the goal. Arsenal haven't looked at all like it this season, but right now, United very much looking second best. Arsenal leading by a goal to 0 at the break. Welcome to Old Trafford for the second half of the 5th match day of the Women's Super League season. And the form book has been turned on its head because Arsenal have played the 10th place side in the league, are playing I think at the 3rd best side in Manchester United, and it's Arsenal that have played United absolutely off the park. The whole United side has looked nowhere all game. Arsenal really laying on the pressure in the first half hour or so, and it told. Victoria Palova scored the opening goal of this game, and Arsenal really could be on the run for more here because they are absolutely playing United off the park. Look at that big gaping hole that was just there as we start the second half. And here is Russo. She's blown through both the defenders. It was Turner and George, and unfortunately couldn't find the end product. And just continuing from where they left off, Arsenal applying pressure. If it wasn't for the early good saves by Troyes Joyce, we could have probably had a cricket score right now because Arsenal are playing United off the park, very much like their male counterparts at times. Obviously beating Newcastle by 2-0 yesterday. Rivera. Ruben Moy gathers it up, and Rivera is calling for something. She's I think her hamstring, I think she's pulled it. And she's signaling possibly to be substituted right now. But the game goes on. And Fox tackled by Blundell. And they might want to actually... I think they might actually want to put it out of play right now. But United need a goal in the worst way. Blundell now. Blundell has been knocked to the deck. And the referee has given a free kick. And very surprisingly, Russo is coming off a Mead in an Arsenal substitution. I don't think Russo really looks too happy about it. He was one of the top players in the first half. Golden with the free kick. Rivera is still struggling down there. And finally, Mike Skinner can make the change. Rivera is going off for Zandberg. No surprise there. I think that might be a hamstring injury. That might take a while. And that's all United need with Maya Letitia out until probably the restart of the season in January after the winter's break. And Mike Skinner will just be hoping that his team is in contention by then. Because right now, they definitely look like they haven't even got out of first gear. And I don't think Arsenal have had to be fair. There's Williams. Toon. And now Golden, and now here United come forward. I thought I heard a whistle there for offside, but Zunzenberger makes a good save. And I don't think Williams took too kindly to being spun out there, but she didn't commit a foul. And Blundell clears it for an Arsenal throw. Little throws it very quickly. And Arsenal keep the ball. And Little, instead of running forward, which she really could have done because there was much space, she passed him back and lost the ball instead. It was a poor piece of play, in all honesty. And we've got Williams. Here is Mead. I mean, she's a capable player in her own right, Mead, but I don't think Russo took very kindly to be substituted off so early. Actually, she was one of Arsenal's best players in the first half. She got everything but a goal, to be completely honest. Here is Mead. Look at the gap there between the United defenders, and Mead has got to score, and she doesn't. That is a wasted chance. And that might be the story of Arsenal's season, quite frankly. Pullover's coming off. Very odd substitutions from Arsenal in this second half here. Caitlin Ford, obviously very capable in her own right, but yeah, somewhat strange substitutions. Maybe Arsenal just feel comfortable at the moment, which they probably should be, because they've definitely been the best team so far. Whereas Joyce once again giving the ball away. She's making the saves, but she's not keeping the ball for her team. And now here comes Little, and it's through, and it's in. And Little, not the best goal she'll ever score in her life, but she'll certainly take it. And Arsenal lead by 2-0. And what was this? Well, there was a big gap there. Turner does come in to deflect it, and the keeper should be saving it. And that's a real mistake by the keeper. That should be a save. Joyce has not showered herself in glory there. And we were talking at the top of the show about possible goalkeeping options being explored by Mike Skinner for the winter window. And then in a day where Joyce needs to perform, that is the last thing she needed. Arsenal lead by 2-0. Absolutely playing United out of the stadium right now. Zinzberger has come out to meet that, but it met a defender's head instead. Toon's the only player who's done something, but she's not really had a lot of the ball in retrospect to do anything today, at least. And this Manchester United's inconsistency could be the undoing of their season if it carries on. Zhao with the cross. Zinderberger didn't get all of that save, strangely enough. Maybe she was just being theatric for the cameras, but with a 2-goal lead, you could probably do that, but she didn't really look at all comfortable with that. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never been really a goalkeeper myself. And Toon has gone down, and I wonder if this could be a red card right now. And no, it's a yellow. Leah Williamson with a tackle on Toon there. And Toon is, I think she's been hurt. Let's hope she's okay. Looked a bit of a rash challenge. She's probably lucky to only go in the book, Williamson, to be fair. Cooey Cross is coming off. Not sure who for. We never really got the person of the name coming on there because the kind of cutscenes and captions are really quick in the game this year. Well, Galton is not going to score from here. This is a bit more ways out than her previous attempts. She's already scored one this season. Jedi Zinneberger saving. Amanda Elesdet is coming on, the one who came on in a moment ago, substitution. But Arsenal have been the team to beat all day, and maybe this could really spur on their season. And with a good pass, Hayley Ladd. And now Makabe has gathered it up again, and Manchester United just not able to keep the ball, let alone anything else. Here is Fox. Oh, she's spinning. Forward tackle by Blundell. Bolton finds two. I think multiple substitutions are already in the offing for Mike Skinner as we approach the final 15 minutes of this game. And once again, Arsenal having all the pitch to run at. Little for three. Joyce makes the save. Fox comes in for the cross. It's overhit and Makabe has got there. Maxwell comes in and it's out for a corner. And Tierland will be coming on for Rachel Williams. Mazawa is going on for Bizet. And Nielsen is coming on as well. I think that's for Clinton, I believe. Little with the corner. Williamson with the header and it's wide. Mike Skinner's having an explanation. I think that might be with Rachel Williams. Probably explaining why she went off. She's been rather ineffective this afternoon. But it's not just her. The whole United team has looked in sevens today. Could argue the score should only be 1-0 at the moment, but at the other end it could have been a cricket score. United just not looking at it today. It'd be interesting to see what the response is from this, from a United perspective, because like we said, they've been majorly inconsistent this season. Did you see the ball there? It flung around. I think the person throwing it in threw it too far, and now a bit of a gather for the ball. Looks like Blundell's going to get it. I'm not sure where that ball has gone. I think the rain has zinged it away. Blundell's finally got there and got it back, and Nolan gives the ball away as well. United just looking nowhere. Their passes look very slow and lethargic, like there's no purpose to them at all. Little. Sanderberg. Every time United get some foothold in this game, they immediately lose the ball. And that's another tackle. Now, is that Williamson who went in the book earlier? It might be, you know. No, it's a yellow card for Ilsdet, the substitution. I thought Williamson had a second yellow card there. That was a rash challenge. I think, to be fair, I do think she's going for the ball, but I think it just pokes away from her at the last moment. Skinner's probably asking for a red, but I don't think sending off a really changes team's fortunes this afternoon. His team have looked second best all day long. Here's Bizet. Sandberg, and immediately Arsenal are on it again. They cannot deal with a pressing style of football. Nanim. Makabe. Arsenal should be out of sight and out of mind on this one. First choice makes a save. She probably could have let it go out for a goal kick, to be honest. Good throw. She's found two. That's the first good bit of play United have had all day. Oh, and even Tillen's giving the ball away. Oh, man. United have not looked at it today. Pretty much deserving losers today. They've just been second best to Arsenal's kind of play all day long. You'd think Arsenal would be playing like United are today, with them sitting in 10th and Manchester United 3rd, but you think the positions were swapped the way the teams have come out today. Arsenal coming out with some purpose, and they've really shut United out. There's Turner. And now Toon, and now Taylor. And finally, United get a chance on the ball, but Zinsberger is equal to that as well. But here's Toon. And she's lost it. Akabe. Zinsberger just cannot get her off the ball. And by his physicality, he's winning out. Lillard finally gets there. Dylan United had the ball now with, I think it was Toon. Galton's immediately lost it. Arsenal just immediately in their opponent's jerseys. The moment they lose the ball, they're after it. Dylan. Toon. She probably could have taken more steps forward, but now she's in the box. And Zinsberger makes a good save. Arsenal really are shutting United out. Nerland and Zinsberg saves again. And Arsenal are going to keep a clean sheet from this one. George has gone down. Well, we've got 3 minutes, but United don't look like scoring. Watch the ponder for Mike Skinner today. His team selection was certainly not the right one, that's for sure. But I think his whole team is let him down today. Rather to Toon. Toon's not really had a lot of the ball, but when she does, at least she looks somewhat decent with another chance. But another save by Zinsberger. Little. Oh, what a pass. Using the conditions, Arsenal. It really has suited them. Madden was a great touch there. Can she make it 3? No. And that's the end of the game. And the scoreline tells the entire story. Manchester United poor this afternoon. Very poor. They came up against a team that was 10th in the league, but you'd think the positions were reversed. Manchester United looks second best all game long, and that's much for Mike Skinner to discuss. This could be a win that spurs Arsenal's season. They needed it. Anyway, it looked really, really comfortable. For teams that were 3rd and 10th in the league, you'd think the roles were reversed. Arsenal played them off the park today and win by 2-0. So let's see what the other scores look like. Chelsea win again by 2-0. Liverpool win by 2 as well, but Aston Villa did score. Manchester City, though, dropped points, leaving Chelsea and United still on their heels. Brighton and Leicester played each other to a draw. And finally, Spurs and West Ham had a bit of a London derby, but there was no goals. So City lead by 2 points from Chelsea. Manchester United, despite losing, are only 4 points behind. It was not a total disaster, but it was a bad day for them today. Spurs 4th, followed by Leicester City, Crystal Palace, Brighton, West Ham. Arsenal do get a win, but still stay 10th, unfortunately. Liverpool, and I think it's Aston Villa that break up the final 2 places today.